Well, most of us have heard of and maybe benefited from the Paycheck Protection Program, but experts say there are a number of other federally funded loans and grants available for businesses hit by the pandemic. One of them is the Employee Retention Tax Credit. Here with us to explain how to apply for this credit is Jen Burke of the Maine Credit Union League. Hi, Jen. Good to see you again.
Hello.
Hi.
Good to see you too.
So can you explain what the Employee Retention Tax Credit is?
Yeah, like you mentioned, a lot of people have heard about the Paycheck Protection Program, but a lot of people haven't heard of the Employee Retention Tax Credit. And the Biden administration came out earlier this week encouraging some of the hardest hit businesses to take advantage of this tax credit. So essentially what it is businesses can claim a tax credit against 50% of qualified wages for each employee up to $10,000 for tax year 2020. And as a reminder, tax day is coming up just around the corner. It's happening on May 17th. So this is an important tax credit for businesses to take advantage of because this could be a credit of up to $5,000 if they qualify for businesses for tax year 2020. Congress made some adjustments to this tax credit earlier this year with the American Rescue Plan. So if you don't qualify for tax year 2020, you may qualify in tax year 2021. So everyone's got their eyes focused on the prize for next week and getting through the tax season of this year. But if you don't qualify this year, and I can talk a little bit about what the qualifications are, you may qualify next year because they expanded eligibility.
Yeah, this year's a little bit different and a little bit more confusing for a lot of people, understandably.
It is.
Yeah.
And so to qualify for this year, businesses had to be either shut down or partially shut down due to the pandemic, and they needed to have 50% in gross revenue losses. But they could have received additional benefits like the Paycheck Protection Program. That doesn't disqualify them from benefiting from this tax credit in 2020. For next year, the expanded eligibility extends the tax credit to 70% and reduces the losses to 20%. So it will make businesses more eligible next year. So if you are a business and you don't qualify, don't get discouraged. You could still experience some of these important benefits next year. So you just need to kind of do your due diligence, go to the Internal Revenue Service's website. They have information about this tax credit right on their site, and you can determine if you qualify based on the income and how you were operating over the last 12 months.
So how do employers claim the tax credit?
Well, it's not an application, which is different from the Paycheck Protection Program. It's simply a form that you fill out when you submit your taxes. So it'd be a form you submit when you file taxes if you haven't filed yet on May 17th. It's a Form 941X, and it's found right on the IRS's website. You can complete the form, and this will, unless they make a change, this will be the same form you'll fill out next year at tax time if you again qualify for this tax benefit. So it just will help put money back in the hands of businesses that, let's face it, have lost so much. It's a tax credit. It's not anything that they have to pay back. So it's really beneficial and will hopefully give these businesses a little bit of a boom, a little bit of a stimulus to keep them going, and especially if they were able to keep employees on retainer.
Yeah, definitely something to highlight. As you've said, businesses have struggled a lot this year, so this would be a really good thing to get some money back in their pockets as well. Yeah.
Absolutely. And if they have questions too, always refer to a tax professional, but don't miss out on money that is on the table, especially this year and next year as we look toward, to recover and get over this economic hurdle we face with the pandemic.
All right, Jen Burke, thank you so much. Always good advice. We appreciate it. And if you need more information, you can check out that website, www.mainecreditunions.org. You can always go to our website as well. We've got tons of information on there for you.